Miracle Man taking on the Technician. Will the Technician be able to pull apart the Miracle Man? Sergey Derevyanchenko taking on his stablemate Daniel Jacobs. That's what we're going to break down and predict right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A. Thank you for tuning in. And are you ready? I am ready. Talk that boxing. The ready talk boxing. Let's get into it. You know, I'm going to give you my thumbs up to you for tuning in and giving me your time and support. I appreciate it. Hopefully by the end of the show, you return that favor. You're entertained, become a new subscriber, and the loyal audience who are already subscribed, it's been going on 45 seconds, going on 50 seconds. Hit that motherfucking thumbs up. Support your show. Now, it's two stablemates going at it. You figured there is no secret, there is no leaf unturned, there is no rock unrolled. These guys know everything. These guys know what fucking make them sneeze, knows what fucking makes them vomit, knows what gives them gas. These guys know each other too damn well. You know? And what it's gonna come down to is, I believe, gap control and mauling. It's gonna come down to mauling. Actually, the two things I think is gonna control this fight: mauling and gap control. You know, their records don't mean shit, but 34-2, 12-0. Jacobs is the depth of the records. 34-2, 12-0 for Sergey. Jacobs has his 29 knockouts. Sergey has 10 out of 12. 5'11 and a half with a 73-inch reach to 5'9 and a 67.5-inch reach of Derevyanchenko. Gap control. Gap control. That's where the fight's going to play at. That reach right there. To me, Sergey needs to fight this fight and use what he is better at. He's a better mid-range inside fighter. So therefore, he needs to take his 67.5-inch ass reach, get in there and beat the shit out of Jacobs close quarters. I think he's a better fighter inside. I think Daniel Jacobs is a better long-range fighter, back foot fighter. And he's best when he gets to get full leverage in his punches. Now, what made him what made him give a valiant effort in and becoming close and almost defeating Triple G was his movement. He decided to actually move on Triple G, and I felt that's what lost him the fight. Was as the fight got longer, his movement stopped. Like, even with the knockdown, he was still winning the fight almost, you know. But he was going here. He'll move to section A, and then when Triple G gets over there, he'll go to section B, and then he'll load off. And transport from A to B was fucking with Triple G. Triple G had cut him off at A, but couldn't cut him off at B. But when he started just going to A, his legs were getting too heavy to go to B, Triple G was unloading on his ass. And I think Daniel Jacobs is going to have to do the same thing to Derevyanchenko. I think he's going to have to move him to A, and then move him to B. And in the process of going from A to B, beat the shit out of Derevyanchenko. I think Derevyanchenko has better footwork than Daniel Jacobs. I think he works. I think he's a better overall defensive fighter. I mean, like, defensive as in swaying, ducking out of punches, going on angles, entering through angles. I think he's better offensively. Now, I'm not saying that Jacobs is a slouch. I just think when it comes to footwork, I think Daniel Jacobs is good at using the ring. But when I'm saying footwork as in, you know, feinting with the feet, setting himself up with different angles of entering. I think Derevyanchenko has that feet work. Daniel Jacobs has better maybe leg work, you know, for ring usage. Defensively, I think Daniel Jacobs is a gap control defenser. That's his defense, and a high guard. While Derevyanchenko, he could get hit, but he's more waist bending, moving, going with angles, parrying. I give him better feet work, and defensively. Offensively, I think they both have nice punch variation selections. Power, I go with Daniel. I think he gives better leverage through his shots, while Derevyanchenko is a little lunger. If this fight somehow gets in mid-range and close quarter combat, Derevyanchenko will probably have a high-ass point win in this fight. I'm going to go with Daniel Jacobs to win this fight because, like I said, I think he's going to take his ass from A. And when Derevyanchenko uses his feet to cut him off, Daniel Jacobs is going to move real fast to B. And when he goes to change his feet again, bow. You know, Daniel Jacobs knows how this guy moves. He's going to back foot fight him. He's going to allow him to come in, use that gap control, and when it gets too close, he's going to use his height, use his strength, and he's going to maul him. He's going to hold him because he knows through experience Derevyanchenko is a better inside fighter than him. He's shorter. He's going to get in the inside, bust his guts up, throw an overhand right. He ain't trying to have that shit, especially when I believe his last fight on HBO. Obviously everyone's thinking he's going to the zone. You got Canelo on the zone. You got fucking Andrade on the zone. He's not going to try to look pretty and look phenomenal. He wants a nice, safe fight, get that belt, go to the zone, and have a 3-man race with some championship belts on there. I'm going with Daniel Jacobs with a nice, unanimous decision. This is the Double RT Boxing Show. There you go. There's your thumbs up. Bring it on back.